The most photographed woman in the world was dying in a Paris tunnel, and some of the photographers kept shooting. Saturday, August 30th, 1997. Diana and Dodi Al-Fayed had spent the day on Mohammed Al-Fayed's yacht in Sardinia before flying to Paris on the family's private jet. They arrived at Le Bourget Airport and were driven to the Villa Windsor in the Bois de Boulogne, the former Paris residence of the Duke and Duchess of Windsor, then to the Ritz. By evening, they were at the Hotel Ritz Paris, the jewel of Mohammed Al-Fayed's property empire. They had dinner in the imperial suite. Outside, a pack of photographers waited. The paparazzi knew the routine. Diana was the biggest prize in the world, and wherever she went, they followed. The plan was simple. A decoy car, Diana's regular Mercedes, would leave from the front of the Ritz, drawing the photographers away. Meanwhile, Diana and Dodi would exit through the rear on Rue Cambon and be driven to Dodi's apartment near the Arc de Triomphe. A different car, a different route, a different driver. The driver chosen was Henri Paul, the deputy head of security at the Ritz. He was not a professional chauffeur. He had been off duty that evening and was called back to the hotel specifically for this task. What no one in that car knew was what was in Henri Paul's blood. The post-mortem toxicology report revealed his blood alcohol level was 1.74 grams per liter, 3.6 times the French legal limit. At approximately 12:20 a.m. on August 31st, the black Mercedes S280 pulled away from the rear of the Ritz. Diana and Dodi were in the back seat. Neither was wearing a seatbelt. Trevor Rhys-Jones, Dodi's bodyguard, sat in the front. Henri Paul drove. Photographers on motorcycles picked up the trail. Henri Paul accelerated. He entered the Course Albert Premier running alongside the Seine. He was driving fast, too fast. He entered the Pont de Alma tunnel at approximately 105 kilometers per hour. The speed limit was 50. At 12:23 a.m., the Mercedes struck the 13th pillar. The car hit the pillar head-on, spun, and came to rest facing backward against the tunnel wall. Henri Paul was killed instantly. Dodi Al-Fayed was killed instantly. Trevor Rhys-Jones, the only person wearing a seatbelt, survived. With injuries so severe his face had to be surgically reconstructed. Diana was alive, badly injured but alive. Photographers reached the wreckage before police did. Some of them took photographs. According to witnesses, Diana's last coherent words were, "Oh my God, then leave me alone. Leave me alone." The woman who had been chased by cameras since she was 19 years old. In the last moments of her consciousness, she asked for the one thing she had never been given. 10 minutes passed before police arrived. 10 minutes. A French emergency doctor, Dr. Frédéric Mailles, happened to be driving through the tunnel. He administered oxygen and attempted to stabilize her. When the SAMU ambulance arrived, here is a detail that has fueled conspiracy theories for decades. The Pitié-Salpêtrière Hospital, one of the finest trauma hospitals in Paris, was approximately 4 minutes from the tunnel. The ambulance carrying Diana took 43 minutes to reach it. 43 minutes. French emergency protocol at the time prioritized stabilizing patients on scene. Diana's blood pressure dropped catastrophically during the journey. At 2:06 a.m., Diana arrived at the hospital. She went into cardiac arrest. Surgeons found massive internal bleeding from a torn pulmonary vein. They operated for 2 hours. At 4 a.m. on August 31st, 1997, Diana, Princess of Wales, was pronounced dead. She was 36 years old. In the hours that followed, Mohammed Al-Fayed began constructing the narrative that would consume the rest of his life. Diana and Dodi had been murdered, he claimed. MI6, Prince Philip, because Diana was pregnant, because they were about to be engaged, because the British establishment could not allow the mother of the future king to marry a Muslim man. 2 official investigations reached the same conclusion. Unlawful killing due to grossly negligent driving by Henri Paul. No evidence of pregnancy. No evidence of MI6 involvement. The conspiracy theory persists because the truth is too banal to bear. The most famous woman in the world died because a drunk driver went too fast in a tunnel, and she wasn't wearing her seatbelt. Britain woke up to the news on the morning of August 31st, and then something extraordinary happened. Something no monarchy had ever seen before.